What it do, what it do. So, on a serious note, man, gun control. First off, these motherfuckers could have been had all this shit in order. They know damn well they could come up with a plan to stop these guns being on the street. I know, get a little complex at, with certain shit. You got to put in different factors into the solution. But understand there is always a solution for anything and everything, especially when you're in a position of power to make some things happen, pull some strings, make some laws, make some changes. But as far as gun control, how this can be controlled, which they probably already came up with something like this. First off, there's in a way two solutions to it. One is short term. Limit how many guns is being produced. Out of all this time, all these years since guns being made, imagine how many guns was made, how many guns is actually on the street. Some people have 30, 40 guns, like real shit. Some people have 5, people be having more guns than they need. Everybody should be, the ones that's able to get one should have one by now if it's really that important to some people. But limit the production on guns. Like, that's just short term. Everyone should have one. Everyone should be able to get one from what's even out here currently. Especially if you able to get one. Like if you a felon or woo, they still be having that shit. They go get their street bars or whatever. And whatever, woo, shit, I ain't snitching. You know what I mean? But limit the production on guns. That's short term. And also, it should be like damn near an assessment to get a gun. It shouldn't be so easy just to go buy a gun and then you can still have a gun. You damn near can still carry it on you as long as you don't get caught with it. And then you go get your license and then you can carry it. It needs to be like an assessment people have to take in order to get a gun. And then, you want to talk about the whole mental illness thing. Not everybody get diagnosed for their stuff and don't get caught so early with most people. Some people out here gone up top and, never been diagnosed for anything, so you'll never know, So there needs to be assessment like, what's your reason behind getting a gun? Is it for hunting? Is it for personal use? If it's for personal use, there should be more questions being asked before you're able to even purchase a gun. As far as like age limit, I'm gonna say 21 for all guns. Cause I don't know, I ain't researching myself, but I was hearing that I think in some states you can get a gun, an assault rifle at 18. But you gotta be 21 and get a handgun, or it could be switched around, or whatever the case may be. But most definitely needs to be age limit, and then an assessment also come with that. It should be less laws that when you actually have the gun to you getting a gun, cause you could just as long as you don't have no felony on your record and you not diagnosed with anything mentally, you could go and get a gun. It shouldn't be that easy. In a sense, it's damn near easier to get a gun than it is to get your driver's license. With the driver's license, you still got to take a test before you get your license. With the gun thing, all you got to do is just attend a 1 hour class and you can get a gun. And that's just to carry it on you. You know what I'm saying? Some places don't even have the whole CCW thing, I think. Like I said, I ain't going off of research or anything. It's just, intuition from the little knowledge that I do have of it. Okay, that's the first solution. The second solution is the government needs to come up with its own bureau that for gun control that deals with anything with guns. You got the FBI, you got the ATF, you got the, I guess, CIA, I'm not sure. DEA, they come across it, they seize it, or whatever the case may be. But there's no bureau that actually, deal with guns specifically. I looked it up and I didn't come across it, so that's why I'm speaking on it. All these other agencies, which is smaller than the bureau, they, deal with other shit. So, it's not like guns is their main, like the, main thing they paying attention to. So we needed our own bureau, and that bureau need to keep track and keep data of the guns being produced. I'm talking about from the metal being, the weight of the metal being melted down to how much weight is being poured, from what companies is making what parts to what companies is assembling the guns to who they are shipping it to. And from there, what's the sales of these stores. Even that need a limit on it, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these stores have, and then that's how a lot of it end up on the street. A lot of these stores have more than they actually selling. So, if you thinking about money, want money, people do anything for money. Shit, I got a box of guns I ain't sold in, 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I got this buyer over here from the cartel or something, woo, and, shit, he ready to give me $50K for it, and it's under the table, so this is going right in my pocket. What you think you gonna do? You gonna sell that shit, you know what I'm saying? So it need to be a limit on how much these gun shops can hold. It probably is. I didn't do all that type of research and look into it that deep. So I just feel that, it needs to be a real or its own, and this need to be set apart from any other agency or any other department. It has to be its own separate entity, basically. And within that entity, you need your, street investigators. You're going to need your, I'm going to say political investigators type of thing that deal with shit on the political level. You need the head of it, of course. You need a, transport team to go pick up these guns from these police stations or I'm going to say these officials. I ain't going to point out the police. But, yeah, like if there was a shootout or something, all right, there was a shootout, which means there's multiple weapons being used. And how come we only got this much amount? Where the rest of them? To come and question these people and hold these people accountable for guns being put back out on the street. And even that bureau needs to have a department ahead of it, or top of it that's overseeing everything that they do. So, yeah, that's really what needs to happen. Is, having his own bureau to keep track of data and production of these weapons being out here. Like I said, some people be having way more guns than they need. And shit, none of them been shot just to go practice or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, like if you see some of these people that get caught up, like I remember, I don't know who it was, I think it was some rappers or something. Motherfuckers had bullets that go through the pierced metal. They got caught with that. Like, where'd that come from? You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a limit on what's being produced, even going to the military. All right, this is what y'all asked for. This is all y'all get, not extra. And even, why is y'all asking for this much? Why is y'all asking for this? So, I think that would be the only way we can really control this, is to have his own bureau set apart. It's still part of the government, but it's set apart from all other agencies and departments. It's his own entity. Like I said, I checked on the internet. I ain't see nowhere. its own. States have little departments and little agencies within other agencies that handle it. But like I said, so much probably come through their door that they can't even fully handle. You know what I'm saying? So this will also help create jobs for people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's the only way we could get around this whole gun control thing is to actually take it serious. You know. Like I said, you see rappers having rocket launchers and shit, like having grenades and shit. Like, how the fuck you get that, man? So that'll also help employ, because everything is money. That'll also help employ these whoever working in the back alley. You know what I'm saying? Really selling that shit off. Shit, they all right. Well, let me go do it. Let me go get a job. Handle business legally. So yeah, there most definitely need to be a limit on production and how much these places can hold. And then that bureau could keep data and track I'm talking about from the metal being melted down to the metal being poured to what parts, how many parts. Then they could come in like, okay, you made this part, you went over what you said you was gonna do, or what you was supposed to produce. You went over that amount. Where the rest of it? All right, we're gonna come pick it up, and kind of like a recycling system. And if they ain't got it, they got to get held accountable for it. Because people know people. It's just, it's a whole line. All right, we made this much. We possibly keep 100 to the side for you. We're going to send it to old boy over here, and they're going to assemble it on the back end. And woo, 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 you know what I'm saying? So, most definitely just need we needed our own bureau, a national bureau to keep track of these weapons, Because like I said, a lot of the street, it'll save lives. Like, I hate to say, but neighborhood is going to be the neighborhood, you feel me? But when it comes down to people going in these schools and shooting these kids up, that's where it's like, okay, nah, this is enough, and this been going on for a while. This ain't the first time it happened. All this been going on for a while. They could have killed the, the next great scientist or something, or, somebody else, whatever. That's a little going too far because, they be trying to stop certain shit from happening in this world. So I ain't going to speak on, that end or next great adventure, or, shit like that. But anyway, though, man, all this is intellectual property too, man. Don't try to steal my shit, man. Everybody talking about some other shit. This some real shit right here. So that's my disclaimer on this video. It's my intellectual property. If I have every right to, hold that within myself or, claim that idea, I should say, then that's what I did and that's what I will do. You know what I mean? Y'all got more questions, come holler at your boy, man. But as always, arm, leg, arm, head. Think righteously, do righteously, and walk the righteous path.